This is Community Focus, a presentation of the Friends of MCTV. Our guest in this second segment is Jen Kurtz, the Director of Programs of the Chippewa Nature Center. Welcome to the program.
Thanks so much, John.
Now, Jen, what are the date and times for maple syrup activities at the Chippewa Nature Center?
So our special event, Maple Syrup Day, is going to be Saturday, March 16th this year. It'll start at 10 o'clock in the morning and wrap up at the end of the day at 4. There'll be free admission for children and adult members, and then adult non-members are just $5 each.
And that's for the Maple Syrup Day itself.
Yep, for the event itself. We do have a pancake breakfast that day as well.
Tell us about that.
Yep, it's a fantastic breakfast. The pancake man comes and makes delicious pancakes. There's sausage, applesauce, milk, coffee, the whole deal. And that is from 10 until 2. And that is $7 a person for adults and $5 for children 3 to 12. Members of the Nature Center do get a discount on that as well.
And a person that's not a member can buy a membership on the day of?
Absolutely. We love for people to experience what the Nature Center has to offer and to choose to become a member that day. And so if you'd like to do that, then free admission is available as well.
Okay, I've had my pancake breakfast. I'm feeling pretty good. What other activities will take place?
So we have 2 main centers of activities during this festival. One is at the Visitor Center. So at the Visitor Center, the breakfast is the big thing happening, but there's other crafts and activities in the building that highlight this time of year in maple syrup and maple crafts. But then if you catch the hay wagon down to our homestead farm, our 1870s homestead farm area, in the Sugarhouse, you can see how the process of turning sap into syrup happens. You can have the opportunity to see a batch method, so a big copper kettle boiling over a fire, as well as our modern evaporator pan method. There are tours of the sugar bush, so you can head out into the woods for a scavenger hunt and to check the buckets and see if the sap is dripping. There's going to be a puppet show and music at our schoolhouse, and then if you head over to the farm itself, there's other crafts and activities there and an opportunity to try sugar on snow.
Now, on the hay wagon ride or at the sugar bush, is it possible to tap a tree or see how a tree is tapped and collect buckets, or is it? Absolutely.
If Mother Nature is cooperative, we would encourage the collecting of sap if it's flowing on the day of the Maple Syrup Festival. But we do have the opportunity to tap sample trees so that kids of all ages, adults obviously included, can have the opportunity to use the tools that we use to tap the trees and to see what that process really feels and looks like.
Now, that's a big day. How many people do you expect for Maple Syrup Day?
It ranges on weather, but we often see over 1,000 people that come out and enjoy the first signs of spring in the woods.
And you mentioned weather. This will go on regardless of the weather.
Regardless of what Mother Nature throws at us, we will have our Maple Syrup Festival. Whether it's bright and sunny or whether it's overcast and drizzly, it's a great day to get out with your family and make some memories.
Now, what else can folks enjoy at the Chippewa Nature Center here in the coming weeks?
Well, as we're headed into March and excited about spring coming, we do offer afternoons at the Sugarhouse, which is every Saturday and Sunday in March. It's from 1 to 4, and this is a free activity. You can come down and visit the Sugarhouse, take a tour of the woods, again, practice tap. It's sort of the highlights of the festival that you can come down and see what it really looks like in action, and that's available every Saturday and Sunday in March.
And you said free admission, so you don't have to be a member.
Nope, you don't need to be a member. You can just come on down to the Sugarhouse and enjoy the experience.
And between now and the end of March, what are the usual outdoor activities during the winter at the Chippewa Nature Center?
I was going to say, during the winter, it all depends again on Mother Nature. But if the conditions are right, we will still groom for cross-country skiing, and snowshoers are welcome out. If we've moved past that and Mother Nature's decided to bring us spring, then hiking, we can already hear the chickadees singing their spring songs, and just lots of activity of the wildlife that's at the Nature Center.
Now, the Chippewa Nature Center hosts the Banff Center let me get this right, the Banff Center Mountain Film Festival World Tour each year. Now, when will that festival take place this year?
It takes place on April 12th and 13th. It's a Friday and Saturday night, starting at 7 p.m. We host it at the Bullet Creek Auditorium, and it's an amazing festival of the best mountain films from across the world, really. And so it highlights high adventure sports. It also highlights some human interest stories of people who have really connected with nature, some of those high adventure sports over their lifetime. So everything from young children to elderly people who are in love with the outdoors. everything from mountain climbing and mountain biking to skiing. It's different every year, and so we're really excited to bring those films to Midland.
And tickets are available?
They're available online at ChippewaNatureCenter.org. We usually do sell out before the event, so I'd encourage folks to purchase those tickets well ahead of time. They are $18 a person, and again, members do get a discount on those tickets.
And if someone has a fear of heights, they can hide their face during.
Absolutely. There are always a few intense films that make me hold my breath because I'm not, although I love the outdoors, I am not as adventurous as some of the folks in these films.
Now, Jen, where can our viewers find more information about any of these activities that we've discussed?
All of the activities that Nature Center is doing is on our calendar at ChippewaNatureCenter.org, or you can give us a call at 989-631-0830 to connect with the events that are happening.
Well, thank you, Jen, for that update on Maple Syrup Day and the other spring activities at the Chippewa Nature Center. In our next segment, we'll learn about Shelter House's plan for a new facility.
Midland Community Television has exciting news for Midland area nonprofits. Recently, MCTV has undergone changes both technologically and organizationally to help you share your story better and reach your audience wherever they are. Our new services include public service announcements, special event recordings, audio podcasts, YouTube video, live TV broadcasts streamed online, and more. Call 837-3474 for details. Follow us on Facebook and search for MCTV Community Voices on YouTube or podcast platforms for more local stories. Join us to build a better community through media at MCTV.